called in
to Box and Brews, you might hear something
you can use.
like tips on your cash and tips on the suds.
You're gonna want to
The
use
smarts of these stuff.
because they know the
And
brews.
they know the box, and they know they can't help the stubborn fucks.
So listen up, because shit's not funny.
Save yourself some beer money.
Bucks
And brews.
Bucks and
Bucks
Brews.
and brews.
Bucks and Brews.
Welcome back to Bucks and Brews. That way I don't have to try and figure out where to cut. Nick, we got together last week,
We did.
I think.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
But we didn't record.
We didn't record last Monday?
Ooh, we might have.
I think we recorded last Monday.
Okay.
Pretty sure we did.
But we got together on Thursday as well.
We got together a few times.
Yeah.
But yeah, Thursday was interesting.
Yeah.
What do you start with now?
So, guys, as always, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your family. We appreciate you joining us. Say today, of course, I'm trying to lose a little bit of pounds. So I'm starting out with a sparkling iced strawberry, Starburst cherry. And what do you have, my friend?
Hold that thought
We're holding thoughts.
for just a second.
Just a minute.
I had to use my long arms to adjust the camera. I have from Sierra Rose a watermelon hard cider, and then I have a blackberry hard cider.
Nice. Okay.
I'm
You-
not.
Get into your cider thing.
Yeah, I am.
I think we talked about it Thursday. Do you drink at have you ever drank at Farmhouse?
I have not, and that's
Yeah, we
something
gotta
on the
go
list.
there. Yeah, we gotta go there. So, because we both tend to be okay with ciders.
Yeah, I like ciders in the summer.
Yeah, same me too for sure. But I always go there in the winter. Say I do.
I mean, that happens.
It's so weird to me. So, yeah, so Thursday,
Thursday.
you and I did a 3D printed. Well, can't call it a 3D printed event. We did a
We did a
farmers
pop-
market,
yeah.
event, and we brought our 3D printed products.
We did.
Um,
You sold the most you've ever sold.
yeah, I did. I say what, like $120, $130?
something like that.
Yeah, I say
You
pretty.
sold that awesome fucking dice tower.
Yeah, it's so fun. Like, okay, it's really fun. I don't care about the money. I do care about the money and the fun aspect, but like the smile on people's faces is what gets me every time, right? Like people like my wife will give me crap. Oh, why do you do this? It's like, there's no money and there's nothing, and it's like, have you seen the smile on these people's faces when they're playing with something that I enjoy myself, right? Like the little girl, I promise you, that little girl touched every toy we had.
Absolutely, she did.
And like I could watch you just going, and I'm like, I'm just letting her play with everything
Yeah.
because I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like,
The only ones that annoyed me were the ones that did dumb shit, like the ones that took my clickers apart.
yes,
Like they pick them up and pull them the fuck apart and go, "What is this?" Well, it was a clicker before you broke it, you motherfucker.
yes. No, the one guy that annoyed me was the one I didn't sell.
You came back like 3 fucking times.
Yeah.
Asked you about every goddamn dice tower you had and bought nothing.
Yeah, I have a collapsible dice tower that has to turn, and so he's just sitting here like trying to push on it,
Slamming
And I was like, nope, you got to turn it. Just boom, it hits it again, and I was like, and he's like not listening at all.
At all.
And so just keep, and I was like, or you could just fucking break it. That's cool. Like whatever. I don't really care, man.
He didn't listen to that either.
But then he came back, right? He did, and he came back, and we were nice again. And he's talking to you, and I'm just like fucking laughing my ass off. I was like, I really want to ignore this guy, so that way we have equal.
Yeah. So we got a lot of stuff going on. We're gonna talk a little bit more about the event we did selling stuff.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk some mental health tonight because I saw a pretty sad post on Facebook from
A
a
very special guest of ours.
yeah, one of our favorite all-time guests.
Yeah.
And
Somebody who got us a little bit of traction getting started when we were young, right? Took a risk on us.
and then of course I'm in mourning because my first favorite baseball player of all time passed away yesterday.
No, the answer is no. But I'm sorry. Yeah, say sorry. Your favorite pastime baseball
Yeah.
player.
Ryan Sandberg passed away last night. 65 years old, prostate cancer.
Ugh.
It's bullshit.
Yeah,
Cancer sucks.
it does.
So yeah, I was pretty sad about that. Like the Cubs were losing, which had me pissed off, and then they came across with that, and then everything else went out the window.
Sure.
And then I was arguing with a fucking moron on TikTok.
No,
Oh my
not
God.
you.
We'll talk about that offline.
We should talk about Joey Swole getting himself into some heat.
I don't know what the fucking Joey Swole
Really?
is.
He actually threw out a first pitch at a Cubs game. You should know these things.
No
This was
fucking
like
idea
a
who
couple
that
weeks
is.
ago. He's an influencer who's a gym bro. Right. I mean, just ripped. Okay.
Is he
when
like
he's-
Scotty K or is he like V-Shred?
He's like Scotty K. So he calls out people constantly about how,
Because I love
they,
Scotty
they
K.
need to do better and things like that.
Okay.
Right. He was an awesome guy. Saying right, the Hulk Hogan passed away, so he put out his video of him ripping his shirt because he's a big man. And everybody's like, hey, you shouldn't be idolizing this guy. And he's like, don't tell me what to do.
Mm.
And then apparently he said a derogatory term, right? He said, you have to go with the colored athletes. And it's like, whoa, we're not in the the 1800s.
Right. Yeah,
So-
that's not a good look.
Yeah. So, and then he came out with this apology, right? And he's like, hey, I need to do better. And I didn't realize this. And I didn't realize how horrible this person was and stuff like that. And so, it's, but yeah, he's getting himself into some hot water.
You can be a fan of Hulk Hogan, the wrestler.
Yeah.
Terry Bollea, the man, is an absolute asswipe.
Yeah.
Just a fucking asswipe.
Yep.
And I had posted last week, the only good racist is a dead racist. I stand by that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Fuck him. Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't know that because I don't know him, but
No.
you know.
Well, I'd say, for me, who eventually tries, and, I don't ever get intimidated going to the gym because I don't really care. Like, I assume everybody looks at me and judges me,
Yeah.
but it's the getting motivated to go. Like, I watch him and it's like, man, all right, there are people who want me to want to get healthier,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like, and, even if I'm not healthy, tips and tricks and everything I can try to do, right? Say, if you know more than me, I'm usually about it. I can't say I'm gonna go put it into practice, but I'm always willing to learn something, right?
Toxic Bitch has joined our live. I think I love that name.
Just say, no, don't be toxic to me. But so all right, we'll start out a little bit on today's episode. Mental health.
Yeah, so saw a post from Jessie De Silva, the Millennial Money Witch, and she was basically talking about how for the last year or so things haven't been great. And she actually had to call the suicide hotline the other day because she was that down. That made me really sad. And I get it because, a lot of people have been really depressed over the last year or so. Job market is shit.
Mhm.
Money's tough to come by. Fucking government's on fire. So, I mean, I get it. But it makes me sad that, somebody that is such a dear person to our show was at that place. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I mean, I commented, I'm like, hey, if you ever need to talk, Nick and I are here.
absolutely.
I love her to death. She does great content. If anybody's looking for a job coach, please reach out to her. She does great stuff. She is great at helping you figure out how to get a better job. Her coaching's affordable. I mean, it's job coaching, so it's never cheap. But she's more affordable than a lot of other ones that I've seen. Like, we met a job coach, and she wanted me to pay $500 for 30-minute sit down.
Just to talk, right?
And I'm like, yeah, no, that's not happening. I think Jesse's much more fair than that. I'm not saying that's not fair, but that's not for me.
Right.
So I was really sad to see that. And, I was thinking about what to talk about today for the last couple days. And one of the things I wanted to talk about is, sometimes you do stuff that maybe isn't financially in your best interest at the time,
Oh God, that's true.
but you do it because you know the happiness it's going to bring you. So, Nick, you're buying a cabin.
No, I bought it.
You bought it. And I'm not saying it's not a financially good decision,
No, it's not.
but
Say.
I have heard you say, yeah, maybe this, maybe that. You've got a lot of reasons, but underlying, why did you want to buy a cabin? Let's go through that first.
Why do I want to buy? I want a place to get away, to clear my mind.
Mhm.
I like real estate. A lot of it, for the first time ever in my life, right? It's hard to admit, but it isn't. It's my first ever arrogance purchase, right? To me personally, it means that I've made it, right?
I got to interrupt you for a minute.
Yeah.
Tina hopped on for a minute. Tina, your ex is fucked up. Anyways, go ahead.
I don't know who Tina's ex is, but he sounds hideous. So
They are hideous.
they sound hideous. But right, so growing up, I grew up very not well off. The first cabin I ever got to go visit was I got invited to a graduation party senior year, so I'm 18 years old. And, oh, we're having it at our cabin, and it's like, wait, what? Like, who the fuck has a cabin, right? And so, I've been saving, doing all the crazy stuff, and it was, yesterday, 2 days ago, finally, it finally hit because I reached that one friend who's been kind of following that journey, who's in real estate with me, and so, I made a joke to him, and I said, "Hey, I'm catching up to your family," and he's like, "What?" I was like, his family owns a square mile in the same area
Okay.
that I bought my cabin. I bought 3/4 of an acre, and so I said, "Dude, if I keep going, the next 500 years, I might catch up because a
Right.
square mile is fucking huge." But it's really fun. So and then we're having a conversation, and he goes, "Dude, you've been wanting one for so long. Good for you," because here's the real truth. I'm not afraid to admit any part of this. I go to meetups, I go to events, we talk about this on air. And so every time people are like, "Hey, what do you want?" And I'm like, if you ever find a cabin that's just a flat, right? And we talk about what my dream house is, right? On a flat,
floor.
one floor, all this. So my cabin is one floor. There's no basement. It is a slab. There's 2 bedrooms, a bathroom, a living room. There's a kitchen. Okay, and then there is a 2-stall attached garage, which to me is an extra. I'm super ecstatic about that. It didn't have to have, but it's awesome. It's got that. I kept telling everybody, hey, if you find something like 40,000 range or less, I'd really like to be in that range.
Yeah.
Well, one pops up for $30,000, and it's from these relationships that I've built.
Yeah.
Because this person goes, hey, I don't want it. I'm not going to do it. Like, here you go. And there's a $10,000 holdback, because to tell you $10,000 holdback, that's how much trash is there. So it's basically they have the next 3 weeks to get all the trash out. Excuse me, their stuff. It's one man.
Your trash.
Right, one man's trash is another man's treasure.
As George Carlin once said, did you ever notice that other people's stuff is shit and your shit is stuff?
That's it, man. But so, there's a potential in 3 weeks that if his stuff isn't gone, that I'll have to take care of it, but I will then get a $10,000 check back to me. So I could purchase this thing for 20 grand. And so I'm very happy about this. It's not going to cost me too much. My taxes will be $700 roughly. It does have propane, so I think one propane tank is about $500 for the year is my average. Electric will cost me, I don't know, 100, so at $50 a month, right? So even at this, $250 a month, and I have a place to live. And I want to use that as an example to get into the FIRE movement that we'll talk about eventually, right? Because people talk about unaffordable living and unaffordable houses and dude, I'm telling you, okay, so I have a place an hour north of here, right? That I paid $30,000 for, that is livable, right?
Somebody's living there now.
Correct, somebody.
It's their house.
Right, and so when you and I fight, and you and I talk about this, I will give you, it took me years to find this, but the funny thing is I will tell you right now, 5 minutes drive north, I don't know how distance-wise, there's a 3-bedroom with a basement for $40,000 with the same amount of trash, right? So you'd have to throw it away in that trash, whatever, but with a full basement. And so I know that there's multiple affordable houses.
Yeah.
You just have to be willing to go out that far of an outlier and get this, right? So, but so it's making me happy. My wife, not so much, but it's making me happy as a person to say, hey, I finally have reached that financial goal that I wanted, right?
But I mean, for you, you're not much about status symbols, but it's kind of a status symbol for you.
Absolutely. I mean, we talk about it, right? I own many houses. I own many leather-bound books. Here's the fun thing, right? I own a house, $400,000 cash. Okay. I am more proud of this $30,000 because it's mine. I don't have to do anything with it. It is mine, right? Like, I'm so happy to have a cabin, to have this, and like the abilities, and to me, it's like what I can do with it hopefully, right, if it all works out, like my family can use it. You know, my wife and I could use it. Like my brother takes a week off, and you know, with the announcement of stuff that's happening, you know, he takes a week off. And we're talking about Comic Con. I won't be going. Well, he's going to take that week, go up to the cabin and just stay, relax, and enjoy. Right?
Yeah, because he
So-
doesn't go anywhere.
Exactly. So like, hey, go. And so the things I can do and the memories I can make and have some fun. I'm a 1 minute walk or one beer walk to the lake. There's boat access to this thing, right? I'm very excited about it. So
See, and I have no interest in something like that.
yeah,
I don't like. It's not that I like the outdoors,
Mhm.
but I like the comfort of my house,
but
and I don't want a different house. I like my house.
well, you'll have your other house. You know?
I will.
Yeah.
I mean, and again, I'll get the family house when something happens to my mom. God forbid. I don't even believe in God, but God forbid.
Right. Ring.
Yeah, and you know, we will use that house because I'll put stuff down there that makes me want to go use that house. And sure, we could call it a cabin, I guess.
Yeah,
But I don't. You like camping.
I do.
I don't.
Yeah.
Caitlin's camping right now with Liz.
Oh, there you go.
No fucking interest in any. I said to Dawn, I'm like, how are they camping? And she goes, in a tent. I'm like, that's fucking nightmare.
Well, that's right, and it's not for everybody.
That
right?
sounds like a nightmare to me.
Well, see, like for my cabin, right? I already know, like I'm gonna spend the same amount of money and get a very nice bed.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It'll be like going to another house.
but here's the thing, right? So when you ask me, so is this cabin a smart purchase? No.
No.
I'm going to be spending. Okay, so even we just talked about some numbers, right? So 700 plus 500, that's 1,200. Well, let's just say $2,000 a year.
Mhm.
Okay, now at $150 a night, that's 13 nights in a hotel. I can go anywhere in the U.S., right? Like or anywhere at all, and so that's a whole vacation. That's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Do I want to do that in my little cabin, right? You know, that's why we haven't bought one in so long, but that's also why I bought it so cheap.
Well, Dawn before she's like, hey, let's get a place at Sandy Pines.
Yeah.
No.
Say,
That's 20 minutes away.
yeah.
I'm not interested in moving all my shit for 20 minutes to do something down there in a smaller house.
Say,
I'm great with my house.
Yeah.
Thanks.
no.
Again, the one thing my house doesn't have that I would like is a pool. That's why I come to your house so much.
Yeah.
You're not even home when I come to your house.
Barely home. I say. I think I used the pool for the first time in like 3 weeks yesterday. You came over and
Oh,
I was.
shit, you used it on your birthday.
Oh, did I? I wouldn't know.
Quite a bit.
I was drinking.
Yeah, I don't know much about your birthday either, honestly.
Yeah. So, but you know, so yeah, did I buy it? I don't know. I bought it to make me happy, right?
Right.
It's a very expensive me happy purchase, but I can't say it's the greatest financial decision of my life. Also, that being said, I do know that there is some equity there, right? Go put a little bit of work into it and I can sell it for crazy.
Well, that's, I got a sports convention coming up on Thursday.
Yeah.
I'm a big sports fan. Love baseball, love football. A bunch of the Cubs are going to be at this convention. I'm going to go get pictures with Cubs because that makes me happy.
Right.
Is it a financially smart decision?
Usually, no.
No, it's definitely not. I mean, I'll get some autographs. Will I ever sell them? No.
Right.
Nope, I'll never sell them. I'm going to get some pictures. Is that worth anything to anybody else? No. That's not worth anything to anybody else.
Yeah.
So I'm losing money, but I'm going to be immensely happy.
Right. But how long is that happiness going to last?
So I said this the other day to Christy when we got done trooping at an event. I said, next year, Carrie Fisher will have been dead for 10 years. She goes, God, I can't believe it's that long. And I said, one thing I don't regret is paying for a picture with Carrie Fisher.
Sure.
I would regret if I hadn't paid for a picture with Carrie Fisher.
Yeah.
So when I look back on it, we're 9 years since I got a picture with Carrie Fisher. I'm still immensely happy about it.
Good.
So for me, yeah, that happiness will last a long time.
Yeah, I mean, but you have to add more happiness, right? Because it's not enough happiness to keep you from getting anybody else's,
Well, yeah.
right? I mean, that's where the your happiness has to keep constantly getting ego boosted.
Yeah, and again, should I spend this money? Probably not.
Yeah.
But will I be happy after I? Yeah, I'll be happy, and I'll be happy for a while. And right now, I kind of need happiness here and there because, again, we said it before, the world's on fire.
Yeah.
It's hard to stay positive about certain things that are going on, and you got to find a little bit of happiness here and there. And
Well,
this is my happiness for right now.
this is the first. Okay, so
Mhm.
we're very open on
Mhm.
Bucks and Brews, and this is the first time I have ever been this broke in my life.
Mhm. No,
All right, besides growing up.
correct.
Okay, this is the least amount of adult cash that I've had in a very, very long time.
Yes.
Right. To an uncomfortable level.
How much anxiety is that causing?
Oh, I mean, dude, my brain can't stop. I'm thinking negative thoughts. I'm doing insane things. Right. But at the end of the day, I'm like, look, just buy the fucking cab. Like, and people are like, if you don't have the money, you don't. Yeah, okay. Do you want to hear the? It's funny.
The truth is, you have the money.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Had enough for that. So if something goes wrong, so here's the fun. The fun for me is going to be having to find money very, very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to be down to in the 4-digit numbers. Let's put it that way, right?
Mhm.
Like, so thousands of dollars. That'll cover one furnace, one AC out of all the properties that I thought about. But that being said, I also have you know over $500,000 listed on the real estate market currently.
Let's say that house around the corner from you sells.
Yep.
How does the anxiety do?
Oh my! It goes away. Everything is fixed off of one sale.
Right.
And I have 3 things for sale right
Yep.
now, right? Like, and so I know, hey, you know what? Just do it. And worst case scenario, I pitch it for. I can also go tap into that. Here's the fun thing. And that's why I'm talking to myself, right? Okay, the house isn't sold. I'm spending a crap ton of money. I just got a bill again today for, $170 to keep it AC'd
Mhm.
and run stuff. I can go get a HELOC, which will cost me $5,000
Mhm.
to get the HELOC, and I'll open money up, and then it can go sell, and I will pay $5,000 just to access funds. I'm trying everything I can to not have to get money.
Do you? I run into this a lot, especially when I try to talk about bills with my wife.
Mhm.
Do you get the? Well, you'll figure it out.
You'll be okay. Yeah, you'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, no.
There's nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
Whereas you and I are sitting there going, there really is something to worry about. I probably will figure it out.
Mhm.
It probably will be fine.
Mhm.
But that doesn't mean there's nothing to worry about.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
There's a lot to fucking worry about right now.
Mhm.
And when I have to worry about my money, who do I call?
me.
Because I know you'll understand.
Right.
Because you're sitting there in the same boat I am. Are we poor? No. Will we have the money? Yes. Do we necessarily have it right now? Also, no.
Right. Well, that's, the weird thing is I sit here and I talk and I'm like, all right, if I need something yesterday, what do I do? Well, worst case scenario, I guess I could open a credit card if I can get that. If I need something, what else can I do? Oh, okay, I'll beg, borrow, steal for money from somebody, right? Somebody has something. And so, I'm using this as like a let's claw a moment and see how far we can claw our way all the way up this hill, right? And, again, all it takes is one cell and I'm going to be back to okay.
Yeah, I looked at bills today and I'm like, oof. Next month or two, that looks kind of rough.
Yep.
If I can get through the next month or two, it'll probably be fine.
Probably, but then something stupid happens.
Well, again, I had all of this overtime money that I had earmarked for fun. And then I needed new gutters and half a new driveway. And there went my fun.
You know what? Can we take a turn on this entire
Tangent
podcast?
time.
Maybe we'll do a whole nother episode. There's a person online on Facebook asking, I want to be clear, asking how much a normal couple budgets for grocery shopping.
Okay.
David, can you tell me that answer?
Just a normal couple.
Sure, David.
No kids.
That's what I'm being told.
I would say about $400, $450 a month.
Okay, so 100 a week, sure.
Yeah, about that.
Okay. I said, and here's my response. That is not how budgeting works. You look at your bank statement for the past few months and you get the average of that way. Me telling you that I spend $3,000 every month impacts your budget in no way.
You are right.
So this person then goes and says, I'm trying to come up with a budget for groceries. I currently do not grocery shop consistently, so I'm trying to come up with an estimate for a budget.
How do you eat?
So
There are so many questions I have to tell you what your budget should be. What do you eat? Well, I eat McDonald's every day. All right. Well, you're spending, let's say, $25 a day to eat.
right, so see, and so this person, and I was like, okay, so see how this person, and I'm sitting here going, okay, David, yes, you and I eat a lot of hot dogs, but I also eat fucking fillets.
Yeah.
I eat, right, and so, looking at the average couple and spending, your comment isn't helping in any way. Yet you commented. I said, and so I went off on fucking tangent time because that's who I am.
Right.
I said, my comment may not help you, but it may help others to understand that trying to figure out what a normal person does when you're trying to budget and isn't normal. I know it sounds normal, but most people don't budget, right?
They don't.
I'm very happy that you're making the choice to budget, but I feel you should know that comparing yourself to others and what they do is not the right way to do something. Again, here, so I say $3,000, and that's the person that's going to Trader Joe's or Fresh Time,
Right.
or the other expensive grocery stores. I was like, and some person on here might just go to Aldi's or Dollar or Good Deals. Again, what kind of a store are you planning to go to? I understand the basic idea of what you're trying to look for, and I understand that you're doing this, but so then someone commenting 3,000 isn't appreciable. I was like, these people have like, again, if you ask me what my food budget is, David, I'm gonna tell you it's $3,000 almost guaranteed. I went to fucking tacos today for lunch, $50. Okay, do you know what my dinner last night? Like, again, these people have, like, you're gonna sit here and say, oh, this is it. Like, bitch, I know I'm not normal. That's the whole fucking point of this.
I figure out my grocery budget by going what I spent in the last year on groceries. I divide it by 12, and then I cut it.
Right.
I'm like, all right, well, I spent $500 the last 12 months on groceries average per month. I need to spend $450 because I need to find more money. So let's find a way to cheapen that shit up.
Yeah. So this person said 3,000 isn't acceptable. Might be coming. I didn't Google because I want to hear what real people, not Google statistics around the U.S. or every state except for in Michigan. Again, okay. I live in a fucking rich, fancy area. Okay, I'm not fucking East.
So
right.
let me ask you something though. Your budget where you live, is it different than your budget where the guy that lives in the cabin lives?
Probably.
Why?
Because I have access to food right away.
And where's their food?
But, farther away.
Farther away. And is it more expensive or
they're
less?
Gonna eat a lot of meals in, and I'm not.
But again, is it more expensive or less expensive to live there?
Way less.
Why?
Because there's nothing there.
Because there's nothing
no
there.
It was funny. We made this joke. There's a tavern up there.
Yeah.
My buddies and I used to go randomly once or twice a year on Tuesdays. Why? Because they have $5 burger and fry basket.
Mm-hmm.
We drive an hour away
to save $6
to have $1 beers.
Yep.
And $5 food basket, right? Because it's funny, right? Hey, so it's so you find me a $5 burger basket here. You can't.
You don't spend that at McDonald's. You spend more.
Oh, absolutely. Even on the $5 meal deal.
Yeah.
Like, let's say, but we must not be living. Somebody else said we must not be living in the same community because I feel like more people budget.
No,
not these days. We budget.
No.
We budget loosely, but it helps keep us
Nobody
keep
budgets.
tabs on spending.
Nobody budgets. What's the first rule of Bucks and Brews?
Budget.
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 How many people do we talk to that actually budget?
None.
Right. Even people we talk to that we're like, hey, we're going to help you.
Yeah.
We're like, what's your budget look like? And they're like, huh?
Right. I say Vanessa's probably the only one. If I figured it out, we haven't talked to her in a while. But I could probably ask her and be like, hey, what's your budget look like? And she falls off of her own budget all the time.
All the time. But she has one.
But she has one, right? But like,
again, you don't necessarily have to follow it.
Correct.
You need it.
I don't have a budget. Let's be clear about this with people. Like, I don't.
And let's trace this back to what it is, because you and I are good with money.
Yeah, decent.
What are we not good with?
Holding ourselves accountable. to going to the gym.
We're not good with weight loss.
We are not good with weight loss.
But if you have an idea of how many calories you need to eat in a certain day,
Yeah, I can.
how many calories should you have in a day?
Me personally, 1,500. Maybe.
Right. And I would say same for me, about 1,500,
Yeah.
because at that point you're probably losing weight with whatever you're eating.
Exactly.
Do you know when you go over 1,500?
Not a fucking clue.
Why?
Because I don't keep track.
Right, but you have an idea of what it should be.
Yeah.
And maybe once in a while you look at the shit you ate today and you're like, oh, I'm at 1,400. Do I need this?
Yeah.
No, but I want it, so I'm going to have
The
it.
times I do successful, and here's the fun. We can preach this. We don't always do. The times I do successful is when I use my my Fitness Pal app. I keep tabs of everything that's going on. I mean, this right here, stupid. Everybody tells you not to drink your calories. It's 5 calories right here, right?
This is more.
Say right, they are. But keeping track, and that's what make alcohol. That one actually has the calorie on it, I think.
Does it?
On the other side, but like most
230 calories in this.
right. So you're
I
at
had 2 to
460.
Right.
Just on those two. But most liquors don't have calories.
No, they don't.
Most, so if I go to the bar and get a mixed drink with my friends because I'm doing an event, I have no idea.
No fucking clue.
So I Google, vodka. Okay, that's 97. And then cranberry juice. And I'm like, okay. And cranberry juice. I don't know what fucking gun, the tab they have.
Yeah.
Do you have ocean spray or do you have,
This
Welch's?
other one that
Welch's?
has twice as much.
Right. So it's just like, then you take an average and you have no idea. So it's just insane to me. Like, it's so overwhelming.
So our new podcast called Tangent Time, we're going to go on
Tangent
Tangent Time
Time
for a minute. Go in our messages and find me the name of the new podcast we're going to do that Christy sent. While you're doing that, I'm going to explain the premise of the podcast.
Bucks and Brews.
So I get a email the other day that there's a private equity firm that this guy has that wants to buy Break Room Therapy. And what?
I don't have what's her face in here.
No, it just go through yours and my messages. It was last week.
I thought you emailed me.
No, it was text. And I can't go because I'm on TikTok.
Nope, you're fine.
So, private equity firm just bought a business like Break Room Therapy. They're very interested in our business. Let's talk. I'm like, all right, let's talk. So I sent it to my wife and I said, I have no interest in talking, except this would make good show content.
Yep.
And she's like, well, it's a fucking scam. Right. Show content.
That's why it makes great content.
Right. So I emailed him back. I would love to talk to you. And he's like, great, go fill this out. So I go and I fill it out. And one of the questions is are you open to a fee-based system where you pay us to find out the leads that want to buy your business?
I could have swore you texted.
I think I did text you.
Yeah, it wasn't in Facebook. Sorry.
No, it was a text.
Yeah.
So, no, I'm not interested in paying to hear anything from you.
Right.
If you have a buyer and you want to tell me about this buyer, that's great. If I sell the business, I'll pay you a finder's fee. But no, I'm not paying you for the knowledge to know who may or may not want to buy my business, because I'm going to guess that they probably don't. So I set up the meeting that we're going to have, right? They immediately canceled it
Why?
because I wasn't willing to pay a fee.
But
All right, let's see if I
no,
can.
no, you're fine. Here, you
Here, let me
go through it
let me
now.
see your phone.
So, yeah, and that's I was kind of laughing about. This is how horrible I am with technology. David has to go through my own technology to figure out this stuff, but yeah, say Tangent Time's one of our favorite times because we get to sit here and deal with this. But
And we're gonna have a whole show called Tangent Time just because it's fun as fuck.
well, and we have to because we need 4 podcasts so we can start charging people.
To be on all of the
What is it,
podcasts.
$100 to find them 4 podcasts
No,
or
they
something?
spent like $5,000 or some shit.
$5,000 was like 10 podcasts.
I don't see it in here. You're
Yeah.
right.
So,
Where's-
and trust me, I don't delete my messages. So,
Where's give me to Facebook. No, it's not gonna be in there though. It was in a text.
I could have swore it was.
Positive it was in a text.
And so, right, but like, yeah, so we have Tangent Time, Bucks and Brews, Mad Men Mental Health. We can do a 10-minute episode of Pops and Pennies. And then, but yeah, we'll have to order, we'll get another podcast. And so we're going to make ourselves money by just doing podcast recordings of ourselves. So, say while David's figuring this out.
I am looking.
Maybe. But yeah, I don't know. To me, like, right, these people, it's funny. Everybody posts anonymously because they don't want to know anything. And I'm not trying to say I'm the gift to the world, but
Maybe I did not send this to you.
I attempt to do a financial podcast.
Attempt.
And so, these again, I want to know what normal people around here. David,
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty big, right?
Yeah, you're bigger than average.
So that would mean I probably eat more than average.
I would assume.
Okay, so if you're asking me what the average person budgets for groceries,
Mm-hmm.
well, I mean, what would you say? I could never pick your average, right? Because you guys cook two different meals.
Right.
It blows my mind the way people are thinking. Oh, hey, I want to be able to. Hey, what's your electric bill for your 900 square foot house versus my house?
Right.
Right. What's everybody's local average? Average. Okay, I have a pool. I have an AC. I have 500 million things lined up.
Can't find it. Yep.
But I remember you sending it to me.
I do too. I'm gonna have to ask Christy.
It was called something bogus or whatever, right? So, I'm sorry, it's my mom ring.
Ring ring.
But I, sorry.
I also had a ring ring last week.
Oh, there you go. What that entail?
We got a tattoo.
Oh, did she finally get it?
She got it.
That's great.
Proceeded to come over to my house, ram into my garbage cans while she was backing up, run over my new solar lights, and almost hit my house.
Okay.
Nick, at any point in time, did she stop and pull forward?
No.
At any point in time, did she redirect herself away from the house? No. She just kept running into shit.
No.
I told her, I'm like, I don't think you should ever back up again.
Yeah.
She goes, yeah, you're probably right. Mind you, 6, 7, 8 months ago, she rammed my car into her garage, trying to back my car up into her garage for 2 fucking hours.
Nice.
I go, why were you parking my car? Well, I didn't want it to be out in the elements. For 2 fucking hours? Just leave it in the goddamn driveway.
Yeah.
But I digress.
That's crazy. No.
Yeah.
See, this is gonna bother us because I definitely remember seeing this.
I texted Christy and I do too, but I can't remember what it was called. But again, so we're gonna have a podcast where we're gonna tell you have to pay us, let's say $500,
yep.
And then we're gonna tell you all the people that may or may not want to buy your business.
Okay.
I think this is a winning idea.
I think it's a great idea.
And then we have 4 podcasts, so we can also charge you $5,000 to get on 4 podcasts.
Yes. Oh, dude, we're gonna make money off this podcast without having to do too much.
So I've been on the podcasting subreddit a lot lately.
Yeah.
And these motherfuckers are on there and they're like, we only get 1,000 downloads an episode. How do we get more? Fuck you, motherfucker.
What's up? Sorry, with 1,000, my mom. Ring.
Yeah. They get about 1,000 downloads per episode.
Okay.
Our biggest episodes got like 400.
So, thanks, guys, for the 400. We appreciate those.
We do. And you know what? I like having one listener. Nick, why do we do this?
Because we enjoy it.
Yeah, we enjoy it. We have fun doing this.
When I see my face, it gives me hell.
We get together, weekly as often as possible, and we talk about money, which we love talking about money. And we talk about current events, and we talk about other bullshit that's going on in our lives.
Yeah.
Things that are important to us. We've interviewed some great fucking people. The Millennial Money Witch is a great example. Adam, the tent guy.
Yeah.
So we've interviewed some great people. We're going to have a great episode coming up in a couple of weeks with Scott Bennett and Mike Van Someren and Jim Lowry.
Okay.
That's going to be great.
That's already happening? Question mark?
Yes, we have a date. It's the date after your daughter's birthday.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Because I did tell you I couldn't do something.
Your daughter's birthday.
Yes.
We're hopefully going to do our baseball episode next Wednesday.
Okay.
David is good for it. Waiting to hear back from Mike and Dan and you.
Baseball episode from Michael, Daniel, and myself.
Yeah.
When's this baseball episode?
We're hoping to do it next Wednesday. Dave and I are free.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
You guys, yeah. Things you should understand. If it's like 1, I'll catch up to it. Bing, 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 bing. I don't even nope. Mm-mm.
Okay, so
Like if it feels like more than a minute of reading, chances are you'll fill me in.
what reading? I sent a message. I'm like, hey, does next Tuesday or Wednesday work? And Dave goes, Wednesday works great for me.
All I read was David's today or whatever that was like, I have to work, can't. And I was like, that's all I know. Like, I know he's not
These were
joining us.
follow-ups.
I know he's not joining us today. That is all I know.
These were follow-ups, but hopefully we'll do a baseball episode next week because the trade deadline will be passed by then, and we'll have a better idea of where our teams are standing.
Yeah, I say. Wednesday, I'll look at my phone. Are we talking about day or night?
It probably would be later afternoon because they work.
Losers.
I know.
So, and you work, so.
I do, but I can
Next
get out
week?
for a couple
Next
hours.
week, I'm out.
Next week's not good.
Yeah, I'm out.
What do you got?
I'm vacation.
Oh,
Wait, not the week of my daughter's birthday. Just next week.
next week is the week before your daughter's
Correct.
birthday.
I'm out.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
Maybe we can do a two for the next week.
Courtney's got the whole week off. She's
Okay.
got 10 days. Yes.
You're going bye-bye.
I'm assuming. Don't ask me for shit. I might be home, might be butt naked in my pool. Make sure you send text before you come over because I
try
can't
to.
promise you things, okay?
Send a message and say, hey, next week's out. Let's look at the week after that.
Okay.
We got to do one before the fucking playoffs.
Playoffs. We're talking playoffs?
So,
Mark LV is calling me.
who's
I
that?
have no idea. It's another spam
Spam
thing.
call? Let's take it.
No, I just hung up.
Ah, damn it. We do love to take scam phone calls on Bucks and Brews. It's fun for us. So if you're a scammer, call us. Anyways, let's go back to the mental health thing.
Yes, please.
So
I had her post pulled up.
yeah.
And I was talking, and so it's very hard because we've all been there. We've all been at some of the lowest parts of our life. We've all been at some of the highest parts of our life. David, jeez Louise, here we go. My phone is being weird. Cleared. All right, so update. And so here it is, right? Had to call the suicide hotline. I was not in immediate danger, which is great to know, right? But I was on the edge, and I reached for help, which I want to give such a huge shout out. I want to tell you how proud I am of you. A, for admitting it, B, for just doing it. You don't have to ever admit it. You don't. No matter what happens in life, guys. I don't need you to need my approval. I just need you to fucking reach out for the help, right? Like if you never, this is one of the things that if you never bragged to anybody that you did, I'm okay as long as you do it, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to keep that in for the rest of your life, I'm okay. Just please do it. Reach out, and we'll link the suicide hotline onto this episode again because it's near and dear to us.
Well, and we talked last week before you get back to that about one of the TikToks I'd seen recently, and this lady was at a place getting a drink, and she started complaining about something that was happening in her life, and she looked at the guy that was sitting next to her, and she's like, "I'm so sorry, I shouldn't talk about this." And his answer to her was profound. He goes, "If it keeps you here for another day, just talk about it."
Yeah, just talk about it. I say.
I don't think anything sums it up better than that. I mean, if it's going to keep you here for another day, just fucking talk about it.
Yep.
I'd rather you burden me with that shit than not be here.
Yeah. Well, and this is the part that like hit me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I'm in that spot, right? We talk like if one of my houses sells, it's the if. But so up until then, I kept thinking if I just landed a new client or if I just got a new job, things would get better. But in the meantime, I've been broke, scared, ashamed. I've stopped showing up online, stopped emailing, stopped sharing offers because I felt afraid. Or I felt like a fraud. And you and I have talked about this, about Bucks and Brews, right? Like, sure, we talk about financial stuff, but I don't know, it makes me feel weird that again, if you ask me, I'm at $4,000 or whatever of cash because I have to look at things, I don't know. I mean, yes, do I have money here, but it's like my if you ask me about my business account and how my business looks, yes, do I have access to money? Sure. But it's not money that I've taught any of you to take, anything like that. But like my business itself is so close to, oh shit, because I took risk. And here's the thing that always pisses me off. Like side note for, Like when you and I talk, oh, I think everybody should have living wage, and it's like, man, I'm taking such a fucking big. Why should I be rich? Why should I have this? Because I took myself into such a low fucking comfort zone. I risked everything, and if it pays off, I'm great. If not, nobody's there to fucking bail my ass out, right? Like I'm gonna be screwed. And so, I don't know. I'm at this point where it's like risk. I'm down to nothing. Somebody, like I'm about to give a fucking house away. So that way I can at least get $5 out of it, right? And so it's just I don't feel like a fraud on here. I'm definitely not in a spot that I want to be. I'll tell you that.
So
right?
imposter syndrome is real. And people that are successful tend to have a lot of imposter syndrome because you sit there and you analyze everything and you're like, all right, well, things aren't going good right now. So maybe nobody should listen to me because I'm a fucking idiot and I don't have it all figured out. Let me tell you right now, nobody has it all figured out.
God no.
And there's very few people that went from absolutely nothing to rich. When we talk about rich people in this country and in this world, we're talking about generational wealth.
Yeah.
They're rich because of these other people that were rich before them and they got their money. Why is Elon Musk the richest man in the world? Well, he got a bunch of money from his dad from emerald mines. He comes from generational wealth. Then he went and bought companies that were, not quite as successful as they needed to be. And then he made them more successful because he was Elon Musk and must have known something. Didn't mean he knew anything. People just took for granted, well, he's rich, so he must know something. Nick, you've met rich people before.
Oh yeah.
Are they automatically smarter than anybody else?
God no. I know some really stupid.
They're
rich people.
really stupid rich people.
Dude, I know some really stupid rich people.
Do you know some really smart poor people?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Just say rough luck. There's some rough luck, but also, they just don't do the right things, or what I see to be the right things, right? I say my I don't know. My heart goes out to Jessie, right? Like, I'm so happy that she's open and honest and
Yeah.
can say this because, like, it is stuff that has gone through my head, right? Like, because it's so hard. It's so hard to tell people. Like, I have felt what it's like to be on the top of the mountain of my own mountain, right? It's still very poor compared to some fucking people I know, right? To be able to just walk in and buy a beer that I want, not stress about that. To buy a bottle of booze that I want, not stress about it. To do, like, I was in a point of life where it was financially a little less stress, right? Like, I walked into a restaurant and never looked at the price and just said that, sure, I always looked at the price because that's who I am. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it never really stopped me. Here's the thing. If I looked at a filet and it was a 6-ounce filet and it was $90, I'd be like, no, I really am looking for a little more meat. What, is a porterhouse a little more, a little less, but can I get 12 ounces? That's what I'm looking at the menu is like, I know 6 ounces, but if it's an 8-ounce filet for 90, I'm like, you know what? So that's the one it's a half a pound. I want a half a pound of, like, 6 just isn't enough for me.
So we've talked about this before. When I almost died,
Yeah.
I was septic for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And the hospital ignored it. They were told over and over again, I think he has sepsis. And they're like, nah, he's fine. Take Tylenol. And my brain got to a point where it was fried.
Yeah.
So I grew up in the 80s.
It was the 80s.
I don't know if you remember these commercials because you would have been very young. But there was a commercial with an egg. This is your brain.
This is your brain on drugs.
This is your brain on drugs.
Yeah.
That was my brain.
Yeah.
It was fried. I couldn't do the things that I used to be able to do. And I'm still not 100%. I never will be. Okay. Yeah. There are times that I'm sitting there trying to figure out math and I'm like, man, this used to be second nature to me. And all of a sudden it's hard. Shouldn't be hard. And I had said to you and several other people, I'm like, listen, if this is the best my brain ever gets, you people should have just let me die. And everybody had the same response. Oh, come on, man. We're better with you here. That's great. I'm glad you are. I'm just telling you right now, if this is the best my brain's going to be, I don't want to fucking be here.
Right.
I want to be close to what I was. Being half of that isn't good enough for me. It's just fucking not. And it's not that I had a death wish, and it's not that I wanted to die, but I didn't necessarily want to live with the future I was staring at that point. Did it get better? Sure, it got better. Is it 100%? No. I'm probably 85, 90% of where I was. Is that good enough? Sure, it's good enough. Am I happy about it? No, I'm not happy. If they would have shut this shit down immediately when Dawn said to them, listen, I think he's going septic, I'd be a hell of a lot better right now. But they waited 2.5 weeks to do a goddamn thing about it. I blame the doctors for that, because the job in the ER is to get you out as quickly as possible. And the quickly as possible was, hey, go take some Tylenol. It'll be fine.
Sure.
I don't look at life quite the same as what I did before. It's different to me now.
So you're one of those people. That's the movie, right? You had life scare, and all of a sudden you vacationed and vacationed
Uh-huh.
and vacationed, and now it's let's see what memories we can make. What
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Are you still pinching pennies? Sure. Are you spending like a fucking fish? Absolutely. Right. Um, and that's where the hard part is, right? Like we say it all the time, and it's frustrating for other people because oh, you don't know what it's like to be broke. You're kind of. I don't remember what it's like, but I know what it's like to be broke for me, right?
I remember what it's like to be broke.
Right, like you're to me. If you ask me, okay, I have money in my account, right? But I'm still scraping and scrounging and doing all stupid shit right now that I can to get by, right? Like I've cut back, I say stupid shit, and it's like I know what it's like to be broke. Yes, I have a little bit of comfort, but um, you know,
You know
it's
as well
always
as
fun.
you know as well as anybody, you're one bad move away from being broke.
From my everything, right?
Right.
But here's the thing. Um, for years I go on this vacation for myself for a bowling trip or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And there's been multiple years where I've just been broke in my head, right? And it causes such. I'm not the person that people like to be around. I'm not the Hey man, you're not having a good time. What's going on? Blah blah blah. And I was like, dude. And I try to open up to them, and they're like, just be on vacation, just have fun. And it's like, it's not who I. It's not how I can't be that guy, right?
Right.
And so I work on myself and try to be there, right? And so then it's like, oh yeah, hey, let's just go have a good time. But I have regrets of things, And so, I'm emailing right now. I'm supposed to be going to Chicago in a month and a half. I don't. Do I have the money? Yes. Do I want to spend the money? No. I have so many other priorities that I have to get done. I'm really just hoping I have an offer on a house. All my eggs are in one basket at this moment. So,
I mean, I feel that because I'm supposed to be going to Chicago on Thursday to go do stuff I want to do.
yeah.
Do I really want to do it? No. I know it will be worth it after. Angela asked me at the beginning of my appointment this week in therapy.
Yeah.
She goes, do you want to be here? And I said, fuck no.
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking be here. She goes, then why are you? I'm like, because I know at the end it will be worth it. But I don't fucking want to be here. I don't want to talk about how I feel.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about my fucking issues. I don't want to do any of this shit. This is more work than I want to fucking do.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we go right into the why do you feel this way? What's going on? We bring up my childhood, and she's like, you had a good childhood. That's fine. Because I did. I had a good childhood.
Yep.
But was it also traumatic? Yeah, it was. I mean, I lived in a house with 3 very strong-willed women that screamed a lot. And I got screamed at a lot. And is that necessarily the way you're supposed to grow up? Fuck no. Have we done that to our kids? Absolutely. Have you screamed at your kid more than you should?
Oh, absolutely.
I screamed at my kid more than I should.
Yeah.
I feel like shit about it.
Oh yeah, me too.
But I can't fix that now. All I can do is do better moving forward.
And that's what I tell her, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, I'm gonna work on it. You know what? And I remind my kid, hey, I have things that I need to work on, and I hope you never become this bad, right? And I tell her all the time, I'm like, you'll never understand it. It's like someday you'll understand, but for right now, it just sucks to be in that spot. And she's like, okay, I get it.
Do you love your mom?
Yeah,
I love my mom.
yeah,
Like when I was growing up, my mom was great. And something happened at some point, and she became less empathetic and less I don't
Hey,
want to
thanks
say
so much for the follow.
I don't want to say human, but a little less human.
Yeah.
You know, she became more self-centered and more focused on the shit going on in her life than giving a fuck about anybody else's life.
And maybe that's what's happening right now with my mom.
Well, and that's, to me, that's a huge fucking loss. Like, I've lost my mother.
Yeah.
She will show up when needed. So like, if Caitlin needs some money or if I need some money, she's there with a fucking checkbook open. That's great.
Yep.
That's not necessarily what I want. When I first went in the hospital when I tried to die, I got two people that could come visit me. Obviously, I want my wife.
Yep.
And then it was between my daughter and my mom. My mom was a nurse for 30 years. She's a caring person. She knows what the fuck's going on. I kind of just want my mom. She came up once while I was in the hospital that first time. I was not comforting or caring at fucking all.
Yeah.
And I was pissed the entire fucking time that I picked my mom. And I wished I would have picked my daughter. Because even though she has no fucking idea what's going on,
Right. You just needed comfort.
I needed somebody to comfort me and care about me and tell me things are going to be okay.
Well, that's, we haven't announced anything on here, right? But
Yep.
We've made an announcement and all that. And for my own mom to sit there and go, well, at least you finally done something well, right?
I'm so angry for you
Right.
that was her response. But again, my mother, I think my mom's better than your mom.
Sure.
But that response would not have surprised me if it came out of my mother's mouth.
Same.
It wouldn't have surprised me.
Yeah. It was just, but like, it's a look. It's a look for my friends. It's a look for my friends to finally understand the life I've lived or the life I live, right? Like say, to get that response of like, well, you finally did something good. And it's like, holy shit, here I am 30, I just turned 37, it's my birthday. Wow, thanks, cool. Like, say it sure makes me feel fucking great. And then decided that they were gonna make the fucking joke again 20 seconds later
To somebody else.
and then I fucking just eat that. And I was like, nope, it's about me, it's about me, and it's about me. Like, right?
How does that make you feel?
I just absolutely trash, right?
Yeah.
And
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Is it your fault?
no,
No.
God,
Is it your wife's fault?
no,
Is it your daughter's fault?
no,
Whose fault is it?
my mom's, and she needs to take responsibility for it, right? But saying like it is, it's shit she shouldn't just. But it's that type of shit in my whole life that I've dealt with. No matter what, I will never be good enough. But again, she will always be there, right?
Let me
Like-
ask you something. Let's talk about the worst of ourselves for a moment. Okay.
Yeah,
Are you too fat?
absolutely.
Are you too bald?
I mean, for some people,
Okay. Are you a failure?
in a lot of aspects, yes.
Yeah, in a lot of people's eyes.
Yes.
At the end of the day, whose approval do you really need?
Myself's.
Okay. But whose do you want?
Everyone's. I want everyone's approval. I mean, I want my wife's. I want my kids. I mean, I want my mom's approval.
You want your mom's approval.
Right. I haven't talked to my dad in 10 years.
Your dad's not a dad.
Right. But just the same as you do. I mean, yeah, I want the approval.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
it'd be nice to have it, but you don't ask for it anymore. You don't look for it anymore.
No.
But your mom's in your life day to day.
But also, like, so my wife kind of called me out a while ago,
Mhm.
right? Because I'm not as close to my mom. And I think it's because, like, you'd kind of hit it. Like, hey, my mom became less there and less whatever. So
Less empathetic, less caring.
there's some stuff with my mom that doesn't need to be public, whatever. But, you know, I guess because my daughter's my number one, just as much as my wife.
Yeah.
My mom stopped showing up to a couple things for my daughter, and or like she'd have something else in her life that was more of a priority, right? My mom goes and does she thinks she needs the food pantry stuff, but what pisses me off is she'll I don't mind her going to the food pantry. That's her thing. That's her whatever. But then she'll grab food for other fucking people and then spend her day driving around helping. And it's like she's getting clout off of the clout that's already been gotten, and it's just like holy, like, and then I can't believe I'm broke and I'm this, and it's like what the fuck, like nobody's gonna help you, right? Like, and so, but my daughter would be like, hey, I have this. Oh, I can't make it, right? What the fuck did you just say? It's weird because I never expected my in-laws, because they've always just been those people who are like,
Yeah.
we're just not gonna show up. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
we're
And
busy.
so I
We don't
never
care.
held that standard for them. You know what? Fuck it. I don't care. And then when they always tell my daughter no, I just go above and beyond. I'm like, oh, we're going to get ice cream today. Don't worry, right? Like,
You don't want to do it, I'll do more.
I got you, right?
Yeah.
Like daddy's here, right?
Yep.
And my daughter's gonna know. Daddy's, let's say, daddy's always there. But my mom has never been one to say no, really, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess it's just new to me, and and sure, she's allowed to take time for her, but it's not taking, to me, I guess it's not taking time for her. It's her taking time for other people that aren't fucking even there's people that turn down the shit that she'll bring them. Oh, I don't want that. I don't need. She's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, you want the fucking stuff or not, right?
I don't know if I told you what my Monday was after I left here podcasting.
No.
So I had a list of shit I wanted to get done. So I go home and Dawn's like, well, we really need to go grocery shop. All right, fine, let's go grocery shopping. So we went to Horrocks and we got groceries and we go home.
Yeah.
We put all the groceries away and now I have some time. She's like, hey, I got a migraine. It's not going away. I'm going to take a bath. I'm like, cool. I'm going to go lay down. Maybe I'll play a video game or something. Vader came and sat in front of me, so I'm petting him and he's getting cuddles and he's thrilled. I'm not sitting down for 5 fucking minutes and I get a fucking phone call from Caitlin. Dad, I went to go to work and my car's dead. I'm like, what do you mean it's dead? What's it doing? She goes, I turn it and it goes click, click, click. I'm like, all right, I'm on my way. Do I want to go over there?
No.
Fuck no. I want to sit here and pet my cat.
But here's Dad.
Grab the jump starter, I throw it in the car, I run over to her place, I put it on, starts right up. I said, great. I need to see something. I take it off. I said, shut it off. She shuts it off. I said, start it up. Click, click, click. All right. Put it back on, start it up. She's like, what do? Do I just drive it to work this way? I'm like, no. Because if you drive it to work this way, I don't want to call at 2 a.m. saying, Dad, my car won't start. I said, my car's right there. Take my car. I'll take yours down to Midway.
You sure?
I'll call Matt on the way and I'll tell him what's going on and he'll tell me, alternator, battery, whatever.
Sure.
So I call Matt and he's like, gotta be the battery. I'm like, she says she just got the battery changed in the last 2 years.
Could be about,
He's like, all right, I'm telling you right now, it's not the alternator. I'm like, cool, I'm on my way. I asked my mother, because she had asked me on Sunday if I wanted to get together at the casino for dinner. And I said no. So I had asked her that morning, I'm like, do you want to get together at the casino today for dinner? Because I have time. And she's like, ask me at 2. Well, it's like 10 to 2 now. So I call her and I tell her what's going on. She's like, all right, but I don't really want to get together. I don't want to do anything later. I have to wash my hair.
You sure?
Okay, fine. So I call Dawn and I tell her, and she's like, fuck it. If I got to come pick you up and you need to leave Caitlin's car, I'll just come pick you up. I'm like, no, fuck that. She can come pick me up. And I'll just get Aunt Sue's Oldsmobile and I'll just drive the fucking Oldsmobile back. She's like, no, that'll be an issue. I'm like, I don't give a shit.
Not for me, because I love that Oldsmobile.
So I get there and I get out the car and I grab my pocket. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I got no money. Left my wallet at home. So I text Dawn. I'm like, you're going to have to pay for this. I have no fucking money. So I tell them what's going on. They're like, all right, well, throw it on the computer and see what it says. Great. I send my mom a text. Hey, I forgot my money. You're going to have to pay for whatever's going on with Caitlin's car.
I'm going to need money.
She goes, all right. They come back 5 minutes later, like, it's the battery. I'm like, can you look up the last time she got a battery here? Because she got it here and she swears it was in the last 2 years. And they look it up and they go, she got a battery in 21. All right, well, that's only 4 years. I think it should last longer, but what the fuck ever. Just change it.
Yeah, there's only a 1 year warranty normally.
Something like that, yeah. So I'm like, all right, fuck it, whatever. So she ended up paying for the battery. Did not complain about it once. I take Caitlin's car back. And all I've learned from this entire situation is if something happens in my daughter's life, I will drop absolutely fucking everything and go take care of that shit. My mother will say, I have to wash my hair. And I think back to when I got a concussion because I fell down in the garage and I called my daughter. And you know what she said to me? I don't know what to do. The pizza guy's coming. I said to her, because I called her on my way to her place. And I said, I just want you to notice how I didn't tell you I couldn't come because the pizza guy's coming. And she's like, really? I'm like, listen, if I can't give you shit, about ignoring me laying in the fucking garage passed out because I got a concussion. Who the fuck can I give shit to? And she's like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am fucking right. Because I never said to you, sorry, the pizza guy's coming.
Yeah. Hey, can you lay there a little longer?
In Caitlin's
Hold
defense.
on a sec.
In Caitlin's defense,
Yeah.
she did the next best thing. She called Jim and Wendy, and she's like, hey, my dad just fell in the garage. He has a concussion. Can you go over there? They ran right over. Mind you, I had texted them and said, are you busy? That's all I said. Are you busy? And they're like, we'll be free in like an hour. So it's not like she didn't care, but you know, she did at least do something.
Oh, and that's
For me, Nick, you know what would have been great? Hey, I know you're having a rough day. If you need to leave Caitlin's car, I'll pick you up, I'll take you home. That would have been the world to me.
Yep.
If your mom said,
Well,
hey, you know what, son? I don't say it a lot, but I'm really proud of you. What would that mean?
oh, I mean, it means something, right? I'd be like, oh, thanks, you know? I mean, but it means something, right? But say it's not going to happen.
Your sister's on.
Really? Oh, shit. I didn't tell her. I said, what's up? Oh, that sister. I was like, God damn, dude. Like, all right, so my sister has actually become a topic. You and I talked about it a little bit in the pool yesterday, and it's
Really?
like, I was like, fuck, man. Like, Bucks and Brews just
This is your non-legitimate sister.
it's my complete sister who loves me and gives me discount codes. And I can't believe she's white.
She's not at Puma anymore.
Not anymore, but gosh, that's funny as crap. But no, I say, you know, mental health, you know, especially and families can ruin things. Sisters who, you know, leave your one source of discounted footwear stores without even, you know, asking for your permission if they could leave.
You can go get a discount for hair products now because you have so much luxurious hair.
Thanks. It's a little nice and wavy today. I like it. But you know, I say, you know, we talk about my dad, right? So, dude, when's the last time you seen your dad?
2001.
So it's been longer since you've seen yours since I've seen mine. So, but
24 years.
Jesus, really?
24
It's
years.
crazy. You know, so
April of 2001.
but you guys talk all the time.
Oh yeah, we talk every week or two.
Yeah.
He calls me.
Yeah. So, you know, I don't. My dad sent me a birthday text.
Yeah.
I didn't send him one. His is 3 days after mine.
I send my dad one because I don't want to hear what a horrible son I am.
I don't. You see, and I don't fucking care.
How do I know when my dad's birthday is?
It's got to be close to yours
Nope. It is. It's 10 days away from mine, but how do I know the exact day?
because he tells you.
It's the same day as Dave and Dan.
Is it really?
It is.
Nice.
So I know it's Dave and Dan's birthday, so
Yeah.
I know I need to send a text to my
The
father.
13th then?
15th.
15th? There you go. Okay.
July 15th.
Yeah. But you know, so it yeah,
She sells things now for your wife and your daughter.
bullshit.
They use hair products.
Shut up. And say we're not even sisters anymore. We're not
You're definitely not her sister.
I divorce you. I don't even know how this works. That's not how any of this works. I unfriend you.
Oh my God. So can we talk about this for a minute?
Tangent time.
I made a fucking video last night because
I seen this. You
somebody's a fucking asswipe.
only somebody?
So this motherfucker went off on my wife
Okay.
because they've lost their goddamn fucking mind. And they don't take care of their fucking kids, and they have 3 of them. But they're trying to make money off of their dead son who's been dead for 10 fucking years now.
What?
Yeah.
What is all right, we're gonna need some backstory on this.
I'm not going to get too much into the backstory right now. So you made a shitty fucking post on Dawn.
On
So
Dawn.
I replied, you got fucking kids. Start acting like a goddamn adult and take care of your fucking kids. So then he went after me. And they went after me. Don't want to misgender them. In the video, they go, I unlove you. Motherfucker, I didn't ask for your fucking love. I have no fucking love for you. I've never had any fucking love for you. We're not bros. We're not friends. You were at the time, the dad to a kid that my wife was very close to.
Right.
I am not close to anybody in your fucking family. I never have been. But I'm going to call it how I see it. You have 3 fucking kids. Take care of your fucking kids.
Well, that's their choice. Sister, I won't leave you.
I have not left you.
Won't allow my family to get close to you and spend all my damn money.
My
on-
family's already close to her. It's
Yeah, but they're not
Foregone
going.
conclusion.
Your daughter already is okay with spending $450 for a haircut.
She is.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to get
Chloe's
that.
not cutting hair. She's just selling hair.
Bring products that going to make my haircut cost $450.
Maybe.
So
I cut my own hair.
You're welcome to come up here and get a Nick hug if you ever need it. So if you're feeling the way you are, these big old arms can wrap around. It's okay. Say, um, but yeah, say that's a frustrating time. Again, without some backstory, sounds like they have 3 kids. That's about all I know. But
They got 3 kids that they fucking ignore. So they've played this game of, well, my kids don't want anything to do with me.
yeah, probably because you suck.
Ask me how old the youngest kid is.
Oh, I'm gonna ask now. How old is the youngest kid?
Pretty sure she's 6.
And wants nothing to do with dad already?
Supposedly. How many 6-year-olds do you know make those fucking decisions?
Not very many.
Right.
I mean, usually sounds like a mom thing.
Well, and nobody's keeping them away from these kids.
Oh, really?
They are.
Huh. Let's see.
And they're playing the woe is me game on fucking TikTok and Facebook going, I can't work. I have no money. I'm disabled. No, you're fucking not willing to work.
Well, if you're disabled, you get money.
They're not disabled.
That's how disability works.
They're not disabled.
So,
They can work. They just stopped working because they decided they didn't want to anymore. They had too much anxiety. You know what? I got a lot of fucking anxiety. You know what I do every goddamn day? I fucking work. I work more than one goddamn job with my fucking anxiety.
Get up and every day. You're about to have a coaching job here.
I can be an assistant.
Oh, I know. It's gonna
I
be
have
exciting.
no responsibilities here whatsoever. I get to come and go as I please.
It's a gas station. Apparently, they're changing their name. I haven't even noticed that they changed it.
What
Come,
gas
come and go.
Oh yeah, they're changing it. I don't know what's wrong with come and go. I think that's a great name.
Yeah, of course. So, anything else that you want to hit on for our mental health topic?
So I really, again, we've done it a couple times. I really want to give props to Jesse, the Millennial Money Witch, for actually making a post and being vulnerable in it. Being vulnerable is very difficult.
Mhm.
People don't want to open themselves up to ridicule or judgment.
Nope.
You and I are really good at doing that. Every week we sit down and talk on this fucking thing. We don't really give a shit. If you want to judge us and you want to tell us we're horrible fucking people, that's fine. We don't give a shit.
For the most part, right? I mean, there's little things that will get to us, but
Some things do get to us.
again, we'll talk about it.
We'll get heated and we'll say, yeah, we're pretty heated about that. But for the most part, I mean, we love our listeners, but most of you people are strangers.
Say right.
So if you don't like us, sorry for your luck.
Say right.
You know,
Oh no.
I hope you all do like us. And most of all, I hope you get something out of every episode we do. And you're like, hey, that's a really good thought. I can learn something from that.
Yep.
That's why we do this. We want to give some information and hopefully make you realize you're not alone, and people out there do care about you, even if they don't know who the hell you are, and people are invested in your success. We talked about the 3D printing thing we did the other day.
Yeah.
So we sold 3D prints.
Yeah.
You made $120-ish, and that's the most you've ever made in an event.
I think so. Yeah.
Over the weekend, I made like over $550 selling 3D prints, which is the most I've made in a weekend. Nick, do we sell the 3D stuff to make money?
No.
No. Why do we do it?
Because we like to show that we are Bucks and Brews and do a side hustle.
Yep.
B, it's a very fun hobby.
It's a fun hobby.
like
And we get to go to some places. And what was the number one thing we did with anybody that bought anything on that Thursday?
we gave them Bucks and Brews or Pops and Pennies stickers and a break room therapy postcard
Yep.
in a bag, which I love those bags. It's great.
And we talked about both
and-
extensively.
Yeah, and we talk about this because everybody's like, oh, what are you doing? And it's like, man, this is a great way to reach out to more people to get them to even think about listening to us, right?
We got a lot of great feedback when we talked about Pops and Pennies, and they're like, oh my God, that's great that you do that for kids. And we're like, yeah, that's what we're passionate about. We want kids to be successful, and nobody's talking about it. Nobody's telling kids how to deal with money. They're sitting there going, well, I wish the schools would teach them how to keep money.
Yep.
That's not their fucking job.
I want to teach kids before they become this anonymous poster on Facebook, pissing me off, asking how much a normal budget for things are. And my post, mind you, which isn't helpful, but this person says my 9-year-old and me in my house spend $325 to $350
A month?
Yep.
Okay.
For the family of 5, this person spends $300 a week, including soap and stuff. This one spends, I don't know, anywhere between 80 and This one spends $350 to
How is this helpful
$400
to anybody?
This is great. Oh, including shopping at Aldi, Sam's Club, and Costco. So you're spending three places. This makes sense to me. Because,
Where do you shop?
Brands? The dollars? No, like usually Meijer, right?
Okay, so Meijer.
Quick, expensive trip, I'll go to Family Fair, right? If I need three things.
So we'll shop at Horrocks, once in a while Aldi's,
Yeah.
Meijer, Family Fair, and Costco.
So that's Courtney.
Yeah.
You're asking me. I shop at Meijer.
Yeah.
Maybe Family Fair.
Yeah.
Courtney shops at Meijer, Aldi, Costco. Ooh, you know what? I shop at Gordon Foods more than anybody because I go get shreddies.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but Aldi, and then every once in a while we will go out to not really Horrocks. Usually, either
Fresh Time.
Fresh Time I like because
Trader Joe's.
my friend's a meat cutter there. Trader Joe's every once in a blue moon, like probably once every 6 months.
I don't go
twice
there.
Twice a year for funsies because we're out there by Dave and Buster's anyway. So let's just stop in see if they have anything. So, but yeah, I say, you know what? Let's do a budgeting episode on food again because I think that's
We might as well, because obviously somebody doesn't know how the fuck to budget their food, and they think that everybody else's opinion is important.
Okay, this is my favorite. Okay, David,
Yeah.
let me ask you. So here's the thing. I'm not sure about per month, but for the two of us, I'd say between 80 to 120 a week. So David, what the fuck's the answer to this?
$400 a month, maybe $425 if there's 5 weeks.
But what's the answer is $100 a week.
Yeah.
If you're between 80 and 120, what the fuck's the number?
Right in the
between?
middle is 100.
Oh man, you know what? Let's
Right in the fucking middle.
So yep, sometimes it's high, sometimes it's low. Hey, you know what to say? Maybe the high.
I spend between $0 and $10. So how much do you spend? You spend $5.
Yeah, but sometimes it's 10. Yep, and sometimes it's 0, motherfucker. That's called it. Like this is okay. Mathematics, my favorite thing in the world, right? This is called an average.
Why
okay?
are people so bad?
Look, you know, Ricky don't give a fuck about John. John hitting 316.
Ricky hit 320.
Okay, this is an average, baby. Like we have Bucks and Brews. We talk about budgeting. This is a thing. But if you're going to tell me that you're between 80 and 120, like, and people are fucking liking this and like, okay,
I lose my shit. I'm sorry. It's $100, dude. It's $100.
Right, but like, okay. So here's my.
Gee, I wonder if there was an easy way to figure out what's exactly between 80 and 120. That's what you should fucking write.
Oh, God. But like, okay, so what you're telling me though is like, okay, so how much is your electric bill? Well, in the winter it's 30, but in the summer it's 900. Okay, so I guess I should put $30 down there, huh? Because on the low end, on my good months. So in the winter, when I'm home, I have $80 versus the 120. I have $30.
I don't know how many times I've sat down and budgeted with somebody, and I'll be like, "What do you spend in gasoline a month?" And they'll go, "Well, some months it gets up to about $120 in a month." I'm great, great, $150, and they're like, "What?"
Yeah.
Well, if you get up to 120, let's just say you spend 150. If you spend less than 150, are you a happy guy?
Right. Well, I can't. Yeah. So that's my favorite. I can't be. No. Have you ever spent? You know what? I went up to my cabin the other day, right before I bought it. So Thursday of last week.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the fun. I had a brand new tank of gas because I don't know why. I drove all the way up there.
Yep.
I drove all the way back down. Had to do an appointment. Had to do whatever, and then drove to Owasso. Right. That's right next to Plainwell.
No. That's Seago.
Seago. Drove down Seago. Okay. Drove back home from there and had like less than a quarter tank of gas. And I'm like, Jesus. So if you ask me how much gas I go through, I go through fucking fuel, folks. I was in high school and the teacher's like, all right, let's figure out budgeting. And he's like, all right, how much? And I was like, back then I was like, all right, $60 a week. $60 a week. No way do you spend $60 a week.
Well, I mean, gas was more expensive when you were in high school, but you would still fill your vehicle twice for $60.
Exactly. I was filling it twice.
Okay.
Because during the week I'd go back and forth to school and then I'd drive around, do whatever. I wasn't home. And then I'd be at a bowling alley. So I'd go to Rockford. And on the weekend, I'm out in Sherman. I'm out in fucking wherever. Every weekend I'm driving so fucking much. Like, So no. The average person, and I was like, you asked me what my budget was for gasoline.
Yeah, I
right?
don't care what the average person is.
you-
I care about what mine is.
And so he would like, oh, no, let's just put this at like $20 because that's what a normal person. They fill up their tank once, it's $20, and it's like, the fuck are we doing here, right? Like,
When Caitlin was getting tested for things in school,
yeah,
they'd always go, well, she's in the 95th percentile, whatever the fuck the percentile is. And,
Yeah.
and Dawn's like, I don't give a shit. And they're like, but you should. She goes, no, I care about where was she compared to where she was last year when we did the same fucking test. Has she improved? Has she regressed? How much of an improvement did she make? Where is she compared to herself? That's important.
right. Oh man, but so I say I hope you guys enjoyed this. The ending here has been really fun for me. You can't fix stupid. That's a thing that's been said before. I don't even know what comedian says this, but as always, guys, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your family. We appreciate you listening to Bucks and Brews. Those on TikTok, if you're still on, reach out to us, and we're always willing to give away some swag if you answer a little fun trivia question or something.
100%. We will not be back next week because Nick's going on vacation again.
Yay!
We'll be back in a couple weeks with the great Scott Bennett and Mike Van Sameren and Jim Lowry. That's going to be a great episode. I'll start plugging the shit out of that. So thanks for joining, everybody, and we'll talk to you again very, very soon.
You've dialed in
To Box and Brews, you might hear something
you can use.
like tips under cash or tips on the suds.
You're gonna want to
The
use
smarts of these stuff.
because they know the
And
brews.
they know the box, and they know they can't help the stubborn fucks.
So listen up, because shit's not funny.
Save yourself some beer money.
Bucks.
And brews.
Bucks and
Bucks.
Brews.
And brews.
Brews.
Bucks and Brews.